Charles Cam moment of the game. It's kind of a two-parter, Rob. You got the deep three here by Luka. That's Mark Cuban in a spin cycle.
Mm-hmm. It's all about hustle right now. Never get up. That's what Dodo does. The million guy to kick it to you. He kicks it to you know who. And then you see the Joker right there smiling. Where did they get a load of me?
Is that what he was thinking? LeBron scored 16 of his 27 in the fourth. He's now speaking with Mike in the media.
LeBron, you alluded to this a little bit before, but there's kind of a basketball shorthand that maybe Luka and you can understand about the way you see the game. There were a couple elements of that in that final stretch after they tied it at 91. What were you seeing kind of collectively together down the stretch there?
Well, just trying to make the right plays at the right time. I think over that last 5.5 defensively, we buckled down, we got stops, and then we just wanted to execute. Obviously we're still getting familiar about what, our late game package is, where we guys need to be, where we need to be able to execute and get great shots. And, we did that. We did that in that final stretch.
LeBron, there was obviously a lot of anticipation for this game and this matchup. How did you feel that Luka handled the emotions tonight?
As well as you can. I mean, obviously it's a lot of emotion that goes in, when you give so much to a franchise and you sacrifice for a franchise and, you have that type of, love and respect for the franchise, and throughout all the journeys, went to the finals, all that stuff, and, he's grown from being an 18, 19-year-old kid to now 25-year-old man and family and all that stuff. So you grow into a family with the franchise. And, when you move on or they move on from you, it's very emotional, obviously. It's very taxing. And, it's probably a lot of things that was going on in his head that probably didn't even involve the game itself, So, and with that said, I thought he handled it tremendously.
LeBron, in the first quarter, the team showed a video honoring Anthony Davison's return. And I know maybe sometimes you're not locked into what's going on the video screen. One, did you see it? And two, how did it hit you the way obviously the Laker fans received him upon his return?
No, I definitely saw it. I watched it from start to finish. I mean, we know what AD was to this franchise and what he did for this franchise from the moment we got him, to hosting the Larry O'Brien Trophy, to All-Star nods, to, we won the in-season tournament, first inaugural in-season tournament, and many, many dominant nights, not only in this building, but also on the road as well. And obviously our friendship goes without saying. It was one of my best friends, and it was great to see him get that recognition and him get that moment.
LeBron, you had 16 points in the fourth quarter, but I think Dorian had 2. But there was a closeout in the corner, a Gortat screen that got Luka layup and that poke away steal. Just what have his sort of intangibles meant to this team as it's kind of redefined itself here over the last 6 weeks or so? Yeah, we knew exactly what we was getting when we got him. We knew we'd get things in the box scores, and then there would be things that didn't show up in the box score. He's just a winning player. He makes winning plays. And like you said, those 3 plays right there down the stretch, the Gortat screen, getting Luka that layup when the game was tied. I drove left on one of my possessions and missed a floater, and he tip-dunked it in, and then be able to get a tip from behind that got us another easy basket. 3 of the biggest plays of the game. So, you got guys like Dodo, you just know that he's always going to make winning plays no matter wherever, from the first to the fourth quarter.
Hey, Bron, you're no stranger to the emotions of these big games and the pressure. Obviously, completely different circumstances, but playing against Cleveland for the first time after going to Miami comes in mind. What was your advice for Luka tonight? No, I didn't have none, man. Obviously, we understood as his teammates that we wanted to try to get this win for him. Obviously, we know what transpired not too long ago. So, as his teammates, we wanted to try to back him no matter how, in any way, shape, or form, on the court, off the court, whatever, and I'm happy that I was, along with my teammates, able to make a couple plays down the stretch to get him this win. I know he probably won't say it, but I think it means something to him for sure. Anytime you face your former team, you spent 7 years with them, I believe. So.
LeBron, JJ said that he feels like you're playing at an all defensive level right now, and you guys have had the best defense in the NBA since mid-January. What's fueling that extra pep? Do you see yourself as a driver of that?
Obviously it's a collective thing, but I take that side of the floor very seriously. I take my matchups, very seriously every night. And, to be able to, get stops in this league, it makes your offense that much better. But it's just individual pride for me. I kind of key in on my matchups. I key in on the pros and cons and what my guys want to do along with other guys. Cause it's a lot of switching that goes on in this league. You're different matchups. So try to read the scouting report along everybody and, just make it tough. So, yeah.
Last three.
LeBron, JJ mentioned that throughout the game at various points, he didn't feel like you guys are most organized, but were able to find that organization offensively late. I guess what helped you guys find the offensive organization? I guess what's the process been like the past couple of weeks trying to, consistently find that process-wise?
It did happen. And it was still early in the process. So, it will happen. I mean, obviously the trade happened and I think we had 2 games before the break. We had 2 games before the break and then we had a week off, so, that doesn't help the process of us, building that camaraderie and building the things that we want to do offensively. So it will come in every game, in every film session, every practice shoot around, we'll get an opportunity to be better and better. And I thought, in the last stretch when that game was tied, it showed what we're capable of. So we're going to have to just build off of that.
LeBron, so many times you talk about the process. What was it about the process that helped you this evening?
Just staying even keel. No matter what's going on in the game, we know teams are going to come here and they're going to play well. We knew they were going to play well. They didn't play as well as they would like to the other night versus Golden State. So we know we're going to get their best shot no matter who's in the lineup. So it's just about staying even keel, no matter if you're up 16 or you're down or you're tie game. How can you be as the best you can be on that possession and then the possession going forward? And I thought we followed that process and it allowed us to win the game.
Last question, Sam.
Hey, Bron. Jake had said before the game how the great ones can block the noise out and overcome. Do you agree? And if you do, you're a great one. How do you do it?
Yeah, I mean, it takes time. Jay is definitely right. But it takes time to be able to, go through experiences. I think the best teacher in life is experience. And, I guess when you first start off, you're not great. But that's your aspiration. That's your goal. And you want to become great. But you have to go through adverse moments. You have to go through things that you maybe haven't seen before. So, when if that happens again, you know how to handle it and how to channel it. So, Jay Kidd is definitely right in the sense of, being able to block out the noise. You may see it, you may hear it, but you still have the ability to kind of keep it at bay and block it out and keep the main thing. And that's the job at hand. Until, you want to let it go. So, Jay Kidd he's awesome. I appreciate it.
Who needs a big 3, Rob, when you have a big 4? Rui is the game high +19 in the win. You're welcome. We'll hear from RH on the other side. Your Lakers won the game, scoring you 2 free tacos with any drink purchase from Jack in the Box tomorrow. Just ask for the Lakers deal when you order. Valid only at Los Angeles restaurants. Go Lakers and go Jack. And big game.
Y'all see them egg rolls down there beside the taco? There's 2 tacos down there and there's 2 egg rolls down there beside them, Brad.
Run that back. Let me see.
You don't fall asleep on them. They gone now. They've been eating.
Rob was over here falling asleep on the show and on the egg rolls.
Rob, I'm going to get you some.
I wasn't falling asleep, Allie.
On the way home.
I was thinking about how many ways I can talk about RH.
Good. We're going to go there now. Rui scored 15 points in the win. He's in the locker room with Geeter. Geeter's working tonight.
How key has the balance been for you guys over the last couple of weeks since Luka's been on the team?
I mean, yeah, I think, we had the All-Star break too, so we kind of had the, we have a different lineup almost every game and all that. But I think as a team, I think we've been doing great. I think our defense has been great, and we just gotta keep doing it, what we're supposed to do. And yeah, we have a busy, crazy week coming up. The merge, so we have to stick together.
You've seemed to have so much success playing in that corner, that dunker spot with the cuts. The passing is just so good on this team. What's been the key to that?
I mean, yeah, it's it's a connection, you know. Me and LeBron, me and AR, me and, you know, Luka. You know, they get a lot of attention, so I can be the one free open, you know, in the corner, you know, like you said, cut, you know, threes open, everything. So I can do anything. So yeah, it's a great connection for sure.
And isn't it amazing how good you feel when you know they have a lot of confidence in you?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I think they believe in me. You know, I think they gave me a big role this year, and I'm loving it. So I think, yeah, I have to, you know, keep playing hard, and I gotta help this team win.
Last thing from us, JJ just talked about the emotions of this, not just for Luka, for AD, for Max, for all of you. Yeah. You guys have all played together. What was that like for you navigating that?
It was good to see them, you know, again. You know, I thought Max and AD, you know, for a little bit, but, you know, it was good to see them, and it was good to see Luka back on the court. You know, he's been out for a while, and he's still, I think, recovering for the injury, but, you know, he looked great today too. So just little by little, you know, I think we're going to be fine here.
Luka Doncic showed his connection once again with AR. 12 assists from Luka tonight against the Mavs. We'll be right back with more. Big games in packed doors, and we've got a list.
Yes, sir. There he is, Rob. Stat guy.
Talk about Rui.
Stat guy, talk about Rui.
Talk about him.
That's the stat guy. Brezahan.
There you go. I'll give you some stats. 15 points, 6 of 12 field goals. So a bunch of rebounds, 2 blocks. How about that bottom one, Rob? 15 and 4 when Rui scores 15 or more. He's their 4th star?
No, that means throw him the ball.
Sure.
Where's
RH? Fighting for RH.
Of course, because nobody fought for me.
Is that, I was going to say, is that what happened to you?
Exactly.
Sounds like someone's reliving their own.
Yes, you always counted on me at the end of the game. Should have counted on me during the game.
Wow. Stat guy. Talk about it. We're going to wrap things up on the other side.
We'll get some Rob stats.
The Lakers welcome in Ant-Man and the T-Wolves on Thursday night. You can catch it all right here on Spectrum Sportsnet, starting with our pregame coverage at 6:30, leading you to tip-off at 7:30. Stat guy, talk about the standings.
Some strange standings here. The Timberwolves at 7. I can't figure this team out. I thought they were going to be great. They started off horribly. Now they're kind of in the middle of the pack there. Get this, Julius Randle has not played in a month because of a groin injury. He's been practicing. He'll probably play in a couple of days against the Lakers. And Rudy Gobert hasn't played in 2 weeks because of back spasms. I would not be surprised if he suits up as well in a couple of days against the Lakers. Perplexing team. Can't figure them out. Keep waiting for them to win. It just might not happen this season for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
He went from stats guy to standings guy. That was not proper etiquette by a host, and it actually made me feel really bad that I did that. Well done, my friend.
Well done, stat guy.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Computer with tennis shoes.
State school educated, too. Amen.
All the titles.
It was a private school.
That is your man.